Good morning. It is February 10th, 2026, and it is Let It Go and Let It Grow. So what are we letting go of today? And that is the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is work, stability, and material world in this case today. Pentacles being of the earth. So the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let it go is releasing rigid routines that keep us stuck. So as you can see, there is a trail of energy following him as he walks away, and he is looking to the side of him. He is not looking back. So he is letting go of that rigidity, the need to constantly be in control, looking behind him, making sure everything is perfect. That sort of feeling of all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. He is letting go of rigidity today. He is also letting go of perfectionism. Once again, you can see them trailing behind him, not in a straight row, not in any cohesive pattern. So that to me is saying that letting go of those rigid patterns, those needs to have everything done properly, is in your best interest today. Stop waiting until everything feels right and ready. Honestly, the right time will never be the right time. You either begin your project or do what you're going to do now. The right time will honestly never come. There will never be that perfect opportunity except for the one that you seize today. So that is that overthinking mind. Even though this is a pentacle card, we see this sort of absurd energy, that overthinking, ruminating, wanting everything to be perfect before you start. It's never going to be there. The perfect time is actually now. Loosen the grip on control that is disguised as responsibility. So there's a lot of times we feel responsible for things that we're doing, or feel that we should be responsible. And in the act of doing that, we actually are asking to control that situation, wanting complete and utter control of it. That is not where we need to be. We need to be sort of in a relaxed flow state. When you're in the flow state, that is when you are the most creative. That's when the strike of genius comes in, that intuitive nature. Letting your guard down allows the energy to actually come to you and flow into you in beautiful nature without having to always wanting to have everything lined up properly for yourself. It's never going to happen that way. And allow progress to come from flexibility, not endurance. So that is that flow state. Letting go, letting things flow, getting into that flow state and getting into that state of allowance. When we have rigid control over things, we see things in a very black and white form, right or wrong, left or right, up or down. And that rigidity keeps us very, very boxed in. So you're going to want to release that today and just allow a flow state to come in. Be mindful when you are doing things from a state of control or a state of unalignment and rigidity, that place of perfectionism, because you're going to want to let that go today and just go with the flow, that energy trailing, that flow state coming behind him. Green, a lot of heart energy there. So drop out of the fear-based chakras, which is the roots and sacral, solar plexus, and get sort of into that heart space about things. So that is Let It Go card today. Let It Grow is the Fool. And this is air. It's about Aquarius nature. It's the new beginnings, trust, and the leap of faith. Beautiful, strong solar plexus energy there, dropping into the flower of life, which is what the geometry of nature is. Holding a crystal in her hand, that spark of light coming down from source in a couple of different directions. And she's just allowing. She's in a state of allowance. So invite curiosity, spontaneity, and fresh perspective today. So seeing things from a different light rather than that planning rigidity of what you think things actually need to be, and dropping into the spontaneous perspective can be. Trust the leap even without a full plan. As I said, the best time to do things is now. If you keep waiting for that perfect time, that perfect day, that perfect moment, it's never going to come. So you might as well drop into that state of allowance for yourself today and flow. Let excitement replace fear of the unknown. So that is getting tapped into you and what could happen. That brilliant strike of intuition I just saw, or ingenuity I just saw, sort of the Ace of Swords card along with this. So just opening yourself up to that space of flow and fun. Get back into the state of fun. You know, the Fool is at the beginning of the journey. This is the 0 card in the Major Arcana. This is the actual beginning of the journey. So see it from an innocence and from a new perspective, a new set of eyes as well. Stop carrying the old expectations and the rigidness with you, and allow innocence and wonder to guide your next steps. So that childlike nature, that seeing things with new eyes, that dropping into fun rather than seeing everything as a having to do, or seeing things as being coming from a state of total responsibility, and just kick back into that fun young energy, that beginning state. You don't need to move faster. You need to move freer with yourself today. Release the grind and take that giant leap of faith. So that is the reading today, and I will be back in a sec. So the affirmation card of the day is never forget how resilient you are. You will always bounce back. So that is once again perfect. Letting go of that rigidity. You'll always bounce back, which is the beginning again. So that is the 0, the Fool card. There are always new beginnings at hard endings. Even though it might be not fun to go through at the time, there is absolute brilliance in knowing that you are always going to have a bounce back point and the ability to tap into new energy and brighter days. So that is the reading today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.